Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you my adhesive craft caddy. I love this. I just think it's really handy. I have it on my desk. I actually have it this way around, and I just think it's really a great little way of holding all of the adhesive, my main adhesives that I use. Obviously I do have things like my adhesive paper and my big pieces of foam, but this is actually the majority of what I use day to day. I've only got my Stampin' Seal Plus because it is actually my preferred Stampin' seal in here. You could make another one of these to add on the end here, or add on the end here to put your Stampin' Seal in, but these are actually my preferred adhesives. So I love this little craft caddy for them. So yeah, this is on the side of my desk, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to show you guys how to make it. It's a slightly longer than normal project because obviously it's got quite a few components to it, but yeah, hope you enjoy. So this is my Petunia Pop cardstock because I thought that would be a nice little bright colour. I do have quite a lot of greens and yellows in my craft room, but I thought I could change it up and use a Petunia Pop, or I might even gift this to one of my crafty friends. So this is the biggest piece, which is the back of the craft caddy, and this measures 8 1/4 by 6 1/2, and I score the long side at 4 1/4 and 5 1/4, and then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to score it at 1, and I can rotate it the other way and score it at 1, or I can do 1 and 5 1/2, and it comes out exactly the same. So that is the large piece. So I'm just going to put that to one side, and I think I might just score through all of my pieces with you actually. This is the side piece. I think this is for the for the Stampin' Seal. So this is 8 1/4 by 5, and on the long side I'm going to score it at 4 1/4 and 6 1/4, and then I'm going to rotate it, and on the short side I'm going to score it at 2, and then I'm going to score it at 3. So I'll pop that to one side. And then I have got a piece that measures 6 by 3 1/2. I will be sure to put all of my measurements, sorry, 6 by 5. I'll be sure to put all of my measurements in the description, sorry, not in the description, in my blog post, which I will link in the description below for you. So on the short side I'm going to score this at 1, and then I'm going to rotate it and score it at 1 again because I like my edges to be super equal, but as long as you've cut it right you could score it at 4 and you will get the same. And then on the long side I'm going to score it at 3 and 4 again, 3 and 4. Pop that to one side, and then my last one is 6 by 3 1/2, and on the short side I'm going to score it at 1, and then I'm going to rotate it and score it at 1, and then on the long side I'm going to score this at 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, and that's all of my pieces scored. And I'm just going to burnish everything now. I do love a practical project like this. It's just so cool, isn't it? And then I'm going to just trim in. So I'll trim in like so. And then I'll glue while I'm here, I think. Make up my side pieces. And then just like this. Nice. I love my paper snips. Like so. And then I'll use my Stampin' Seal Plus and just pop a little bit on there and there. Just like this. Like that to start with. And then, because I don't want this to be on the inside, what I'm going to do is pop this, will become the outside. So I'm going to do this just like that. And then what I will then do, believe it or not, I've done this the wrong way around for sure, but I will glue that to there. So that, glue that to there. So this will become my outside piece. So I'm going to just glue a little bit down these sides here, like so. What was that? Like so. I'm sure you could have done this a bit more sensibly than I've just done it, but the principle's the same. So I'm going to pop that in and get it nice and tight and just glue it down like that. And that is the first part. And then what I do is I use the edges to trim away to make like that. And I'll do the same on this side. So I'm going to trim it away. And that is my first container made. And you'll see that I put that in and it fits my glue in. So that is the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue container part. So I'm just going to do that for all of the pieces, and it's very much the same sort of process where I just cut down these sections here and glue my box together. So I'll do this one now. Cut them down here. It's quite a simple little box to put together, but I just think it looks so cute, and it's a great way of storing all of your adhesives, and it moves really nicely. And if you're going to do like a class or with friends, a little crafting session, you could make a few up to put on the table to hold your adhesives, but also it's just great for your craft room, and it's just something handy you can make yourself. Okay, so that's going to be the inner piece. So I might try and glue it like this time. We'll see. There we go. So if I want that on the outside, don't I? There you go. I'll pop some bits of glue like this. Pop some bits of glue like this, and I'm going to stick this to the outside. This is the way I should have stuck the last one, so apologies. So I'll stick this to the outside here, like that, and then I'm going to glue these sides just here and like this. You can use liquid glue if you want to, if you feel more comfortable doing that. Or obviously you can use tear and tape. There we go. That's the way I should have done the last one. Apologies, guys. And what I'm doing is I'm protecting the inside so nothing catches. And you can see I've got these little corner bits here, and just to neaten this up, I'm literally just going to cut it away like that. Do exactly the same on this side. Just cut it away like that, and I just think that looks really nice, doesn't it? And this is for the glue dots that I keep just in like that. So that's that one. This is my next one. So I think this one, gotta be careful to cut this the right way. So I'm cutting down these like so, because this is for the Stampin' Silk Plus, which goes on the side. Cut up here like this. Perfect. And do the same on this side. Like this. Lovely. And then I just like to mitre these down. I just think it takes a bit of the bulk out where you've scored, and it just makes it a tad easier to glue and keep all neat and out the way. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do these two bits just along here. So and my Stampin' Seal Plus, because the majority of my projects, in fairness, are 3D projects. So I just always feel like my Stampin' Seal Plus holds it together. It's really great adhesive. And then I'll pop that one down like that. Same here, because I want to create that nice seamless inner edge, just like that. And then I'm going to glue these as well. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Do the same along here, just here, and this one here. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this along and neatly fold that there. Same here. That's great. So that's that one there. So I'm going to need to cut up here. Now I'm going to get some larger scissors to do that. So I have these larger scissors here. Stampin' Up don't make these kinds of scissors anymore, which is a real shame because I really like to use a large scissors every now and again. And I'm going to cut up. There we go, creating that angle. I'll do the same just here. There you go. There you go. So that's that one, and that fits. If I put my little lid back on, that fits in. I'm going to put it that way. That fits in quite nicely there. And then my last piece is my backing piece, which goes along most of the back, and it goes next to the one that holds the Stampin' Seal Plus, or the Stampin' Seal, depending on what your choice is to put in there. Go, and then I'll cut up here like so, and just mite it in just to make that gluing a little bit neater. Take out some of the bulk from the scored lines. Love to know in the comments if this is something you are thinking of making now, or if you've already made something similar in the past. Is very handy. And they do last. My last one I made before the green one that I've just made, it was on my desk for about 3 years, so really handy. And yeah, I think I didn't have the Stampin' Seal Plus one on there though. It just had it was slightly shorter. Okay, so I'm going to do the same. Oh, I've just glued the wrong way again. It's a habit, isn't it? So I'm going to keep that one on the outside. So I'm going to glue just here, I think. My mistake again. Just chatting to you, so I forgot to glue it I glued it in the wrong place again, sorry. So I'm going to pop that one like that, and then I'm going to pop that one just like that, and then I'm going to glue the top part of this. I don't need to glue the bottom part because I have just glued the outside of the tab there by mistake. So there you go. And then I'll pop this one just in like that and fold it over, nicely meeting. Perfect. Lovely. There we go. Absolutely delightful. And then I get out my little paper snips and do my snipping again. Nice. And this one. And then I'm going to assemble. Basically, I've got all of my bits. I'm going to keep them in the same sort of fashion, and they're going to sit together just like that. So I now need to glue everything into place. So I'm going to use my liquid glue for this because I do like it to have a tiny bit of wiggle room. So I'll pop a little bit of liquid glue on the back here. And I'll pop this into place. And I'll start off by just generally holding it in place. But then I'm going to just make sure, use the base of this hard surface and just this edge here to try and keep it relatively neat, like so. There we go. And then I'll put this one into place as well then. So my old craft caddy only had these 3 compartments in it. Pop a little bit on the side here as well, just like so, and then pop that into place. Lovely. Keep it all nice and straight. So this is what my old craft caddy just used to look like, which is cute, isn't it? And I'll just make sure it's all nice and flat. because it does need to stand. So I'll hold that like that. And then lastly, I will glue this into place, like so. There we go. So for the back, it's 5.5 by 4.25, you can see. So I'm definitely gonna do that just to add a little bit more stability onto the back. But this is, you don't have to do this. This is completely my choice to do here. But I always feel like it just adds a little bit of extra girth and strength to the back of the box. And for me personally, I feel that that is helpful, and I think it probably gives it a little bit extra life. So, and then on the front it's 5.5 by 2, and it just adds a little bit of extra strength. A little bit of glue to this. Come up the sides just like that. And then pop this onto the front of the box and hold it into place. So I'm enjoying using the stripes. I'm still going to do the same. So I've got a piece that fits but leaves a nice edge around it just here in the front. So I'll glue that into place. I like the stripes pattern. I just think it adds a little bit of interest to that front design. So I'll pop that in place, and then I'm just gonna try and center it up a little bit. Press that down. Yep, looks quite sweet. Happy with that. Really nice. And then I'll do the same on the back, and these measure 5.25 by 1 3/4 and 5.25 by 4, which is this one that's going on the back here now. And then I've got 2 side pieces, so they start off measuring 1 3/4 by 4, but you need to manually trim them down. And now I could give you measurements to do that, but to be honest with you, my experience is that you almost need to hold it up to the side, see where you're going to think you're going to put your measurements, and then just use a pencil to try and get your angles correct. So that's what I've done. So you can either leave the sides blank, which will be absolutely fine because you really can't see the sides when you've got it in that section there. Again, you can't see the back, so the back you don't have to put on as well, but I just like to, particularly if you're going to have it out at a crop or anything like that, so because people will be staring at the back of it. And I am going to do the sides as well. So I've got my 2 pieces here, and I'm going to use a pen actually, and I'm going to hold it up to see roughly where I think I would want it, and then I'm just going to mark there, and I think I'll mark here, and you can see those 2 lines there, and then I'm going to use my little mini crop, and I'm just going to put where my marks were. One was there and one was here, and I'm just going to do that with it and then see how that looks. And yeah, quite happy with that. I'll be gluing that into place then. So, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'll glue this one in for now, like so. And then I'm going to pop that into place, just like this. And get my angles that I'm happy with. Perfect. Press that down. Yep, quite happy with that. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So same principle. This is a lot harder to do when you're trying to show on camera as well, I have to be fair. So I'm sure it would probably look a little bit neater when you do it yourselves. And I'm going to just mark here, and then I'll hold this into place, and I'll just mark about here, and then I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to take those 2 marks and cut down, and then I'm gonna, might needed to take a little bit more off that edge actually. Yeah, so because I can still see a little bit of that black mark, and I meant to have taken the black mark completely off. I'm just gonna check my angle, and then I'm gonna glue that into place like that. I love using these in colours as well. So could you imagine if you were doing a nice little craft class with some friends, or just, you know, get together with crafty friends, and you had these on the table in all the in colours, it would look really cool, wouldn't it? There we go. And that's there. A bit of spillage of glue there, so just get that off. Okay, so going with the coordination, because it's one of the things I absolutely love about Stampin' Up, is I'm going to do a little bow on the front of mine. You don't have to do a bow, you can do just a little ribbon all the way around like that, but I quite liked a little bow, it's cute. And I think I'll just make sure I've got enough of the material, and then I will, yeah, I think I have just there. So I'm going to pop a little bit of my tear and tape just on the back of here, so I can hold that into place when I put it on, like so. And then, got enough there, isn't it? Yep, and then I'm going to turn it over like this, just to make sure my tear and tape's in the place I want it to be. And then I'll peel off my tear and tape, try and put it on straight. This is quite tricky. There we go. You see that? It's been peeled off nicely. And then I'm just going to keep it relatively straight to where I wanted it, which was about here. Pop that on there, and then tie it around. Nice. There you go. And I'll tie a little bow, if I can. So I've done my little bow as best I can. I used obviously the in colours, 2024-2026 in colours design series paper that matches. And then I used this Crafting With You stamp set because it's perfect for this. And then I'm going to use my coordinating in colour shimmer gems as well. So I have die cut out the Life is Better When You're Crafting, so I'll glue that. I've used the deckled rectangles, and I'll just glue those together because I just think they look really cute. So that's the deckled rectangle dies, and that looks really sweet there, doesn't it? And then I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Put them in the 4 corners, just like this. And take these back ends off. And I'll pop this here, like so. And then some cute little gems. So these are the Petunia Pop ones. So I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool out. And I'll pop a large one down here, I think. And then another large one here, and a little one just here. Lovely. That's the project decorated. And that fits in beautifully, and then that is how my project looks. So these are my Adhesive craft caddies. I do hope that you've enjoyed crafting along with me today. And I know it's a little bit of a longer video, but thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. If you're interested in putting any of the products that I have used in today's video, please do follow the links below to shop with me. If you live within any of the countries in Europe Stampin' Up sells and you don't already have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I'd be honoured to earn your custom. Also, if you would like to join Stampin' Up, please feel free to join my gorgeous team, and we would welcome you very much. So please do again follow the links below. Okay, I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and happy crafting.